Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the least stinky side of my bed. Today we're going to be looking at a, oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have to have some sticky tack in my video or else Kevo said he would beat me up again. So, I'm going to be opening this bad boy up. It's not broken. I broke it a couple times, but I've also fixed it just as many. This is a official sword launcher something or other. This is the first, actually this is the second sword launcher, because the first one did not have this little pseudo finger guard here to keep your fingers from being torn off by the Beyblades. Here we have the ripcord. Pretty neat ripcord. This is the power side. This is the stability side. I don't really know. So how this launcher works is there are some teeth right here that catches onto the gears within the launcher. Now on this side, when you put it in, there are more teeth which will give you more power, but it's also a gamble because these are further spaced apart. So the teeth may wind up missing the gears and skipping. This side, the teeth are closer together, but there's less teeth. So you're guaranteed the same power every time. Whereas this side, it's a gamble as if you get more or less. Problem with this is that using this side can tear up your launcher. So today we're going to be taking a look inside of this blue sword launcher. So let's get... I'm going to play some non-copyrighted music and speed up the video. Okay. Alright, so that was quick. This is, here's all the screws right here. Just gonna set those right here on the edge of my window. And let's pull this apart. I did that wrong. It's supposed to be teeth side down always when dealing with launchers. So here we have it. Now, quick warning, there is a spring right here. If this goes flying off and you lose it, your launcher is pretty much screwed. You'll never be able to use it again. So, now that that is out of the way, I'm going to take a look at this. So, up here we have, I believe this is not a gear multiplier, okay. So, a lot of people ask what this is. This right here is supposed to go with your Baylogger. Remember Bayloggers? Does anyone use those anymore, actually? I think people quit using those after the God series. Wow, I just remembered people quit using Bayloggers. I never got a Baylogger. Too expensive, so... How this would work is that while your Beyblade is spinning, it would log your how many times that black square appeared and how many times it disappeared on this little thing right here. So people were actually at one point beginning to cheat their Bayloggers by making that spin way faster. So there are people with ridiculously high scores, and I think that may have been why they quit using it. Also, I always hated this right here. On all TAKARATOMY launchers, there was, or still is, this little thing right here. This will be there for whenever your Beyblade makes contact there, this little thing will pop up. That'll go into the Baylogger and say, oh, there's a Beyblade here. So, after the Beyblade was there, they would say, okay, Beyblade's loaded up, get ready to look at this thing. And they would look at this thing, and then once the Beyblade came off, they would say, okay, quit looking at the thing. So, looking at this right quick. Oh yeah, the reason I don't like this, the reason I hate this and why I don't use TAKARATOMY launchers, that will tear through any paint that it touches very quickly. I saw on Amazon there's a gold Dragoon someone's trying to sell for like $48, which is stupid because the little sticker on it's been worn out. The sticker in the middle completely annihilated. And there was also a red star on there that someone had put on there. Not worth $48 in the condition it was. But yeah. Really, I'm just here to take this out. And I don't use this launcher anymore because it's a stupid gimmick. And I never really got any power out of it because I've kind of worn down the gears in here. Take out this little ratchet. So basically, look at how tiny those gears are. Those gears right there. So as you would be ripping the Beyblade, how it would work is that under this black piece right here, there's another gear. Trying to get a good angle on it. Yeah, under that black piece, there is a third, that's the second gear. How this would work is that as this one spins, it spins this gear right here, which will spin this gear. That's not a good thing because what you want is more simplicity in these kinds of things. Now, mechanically, this is the only way I could see them getting it to work. This is the simplest way, but that right there leads to a couple of issues. Mainly the fact being that gear skipping is much more common. Which is funny because this thing's halfway made to gear skip. So, you rip on this. This little thing right here would come down. That right there will come down onto this ratchet. And this ratchet has a cross thing in it. This ratchet has a cross in it which will connect to the cross that is on top of there. So that is pretty well connected. So make sure that's lined up. So here we are. Spinning, spinning, spinning. That hits that. Stops this, which will stop this gear altogether. Okay, another thing to demonstrate here. I'll see some kids, I've seen this all my life, will take their Beyblade and do like this. That's never good. It doesn't help your Beyblade go on any more than it already does. All you're doing is you're ruining the gears in here. So I'm going to take this whole thing apart now. Be very careful with this little spring and remember how it goes in there. Right there, a little piece of plastic just fell out. I doubt that anyone saw that yet. That little piece of plastic that's on my thumb, that's a piece of the gear. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get this undone. I don't doubt you're supposed to like something just fell through. I know something just fell through. No, wait, no, nothing did. Nothing did. I just had my finger over this. I was like, there was a little black hole there, and now it's not there, and now I am incredibly worried. But, yeah, this looks like... Let's look at this little gear right here. I believe I just tore some of it out. This gear... It's in pretty okay condition, but you can see where I was twisting it like I just was, making the gears grind. So if any of your friends do that gear skipping thing, go ahead and show them this video. Link them to this part. I don't know why this couldn't have been all one piece. I guess it's a bit easier to repair if you do. Let's see here. I'll put this in right. There we go. So then we're going to get the screw, put it into the black Y piece. If you see your screw going in crooked, go ahead and unscrew it a little bit. Screw it back in. Alright, everything's looking good there. So now we're going to want to put the spring back on. So stick this little pointed piece. This is not the little round piece. Little pointed piece up in here. And then carefully slot that on. I guess you don't have to do it carefully, but remember, this thing could go flying off and then your launcher will be ruined forever. Because this thing practically will not work unless this piece is on here. So maybe putting it on like this. No. Okay, yeah, this is probably the better way to do it. Which, of course, this is the way to do it, that you won't see what's going on now, is it? But go ahead and try to put it on like this. Just upside down. Pull that back. Put this down here. My bad. This down here. Make sure the crosses connect. And there is no movement that is not synced between the two. Put that bad boy in. Put this here on top. Put the Bay Logger reader on there. Make sure it goes in. That's the whole mechanism back together. And that's how you take off the little thing that's scratching up your Beyblades. You might want to go ahead and keep that though. You might get a Bay Logger you like or something. So I'm going to put the screws back in and speed up the video. Alright, and that is all of that together. So, yeah, let's see if it actually launches. So here we are. We have this gold Excalibur, which mine is actually in surprisingly good condition, considering I've seen some other people's. Power mode. And as well, you can see on here, right in the center, you can see where that little thing scratched it. Let me just try to rip in my full power. Yeah, that had some gear skip in it. Let's try stability mode. Once again, some gear skipped. Now the secret with this launcher is actually not to rip hard, but kind of like build up and don't exceed a certain limit. Because you can always overshoot a launcher. Overshooting a launcher is whenever you take it and you like, say, a 5 is a good area, but you put all your force into it and you get a 7. Then that's going to cause gears to not line up, which causes them to skip or hop or whatever, which is going to take power out of your Beyblade, and you're going to get frustrated and lose. What you want to do is, you want to keep consistent shot, just very slow, and then speed up. Which this launcher never did really give me all that much power to begin with, because I believe after a certain point, for some reason, like I think after about the 30th launch with this launcher, it quit working right. My next video is actually going to be the Hasbro sword launcher. And maybe I'll make a digital launcher if I ever get a digital launcher. But, yeah. Thank you for watching this video on the TAKARATOMY Blue Sword Launcher. I hope you enjoy it. And, bye.